What's up, guys? MJ back again, and we have the whole family with us today because today is the 1 year anniversary of arriving here in Germany. That's right, it's been 1 year since we got here, and today we are going to share some reflections on this amazing adventure that we've been on. It's been quite a journey, and we're so happy to have taken this adventure together. So today we're going to talk about some reflections on this last year of living in Germany. We're also going to talk about our favorite things about being here in Germany. So this past year has been a year of both challenges, opportunities, victories, experiences, and all of that. It's been quite amazing to experience together, and it's been quite the journey. We've had some great wins even through the challenges. And I'm talking challenges like the legendary German bureaucracy system, learning new languages, being integrated into new cultures, health issues and things like that. It's just been challenging, but really rewarding in this new life we've developed here in Germany. You know, a couple of the big wins that we've had this year are the schools. The kids have integrated really, really well into the schools and have gotten into great schools for them. The little ones here are going to be fully integrated into the German school system next year with no German as a second language class needed. And the older ones are not far behind. They're in a great gymnasium and they're doing really, really well. So integrating into the schools has been a big win this year for the kids. Another big win for this year is the friends that we've made here in Germany. We've had the opportunity to meet some amazing people, both German and international, and we've created some deep friendships very quickly, and it's been great to get to know people from different cultures and different points of view, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I've really enjoyed about being here is we had international friends in the US, but I think most of the time we still kind of defaulted to hanging out with our American friends.
Yeah.
And here, you know, being part of the kind of the immigrant international community, we spend a lot more time with people from other cultures, and that's been something that I've really enjoyed, just getting to know them, but also having the opportunity to then learn about their cultures and the countries they came from, their stories. So that's been really interesting and exciting. And it's also been nice, you know, in the US, we're in very much of kind of an English bubble, like everything is in English. And it's been nice to operate in a multilingual space, and that, yes, you know, our home language is English and we're all working on our German, but there's also, you know, other languages. We have friends that speak other languages beyond that. And also it's really interesting to listen to the kids play with friends and hearing them speak different languages together. You hear German and English on the playground, and then, you know, other languages that other kids share in common. So it's just really, really interesting kind of living in this more multilingual space.
Absolutely, I 100% agree. And the kids in particular, I know they have friends from all over the world in their schools and different places they hang out. So it's really cool to see that integration, to see that connectivity with the different cultures. Yeah, another victory for us was actually getting in this apartment that we're in right now. It's been such a blessing to be here. It was a little bit tricky trying to find an apartment at the beginning because, like I've talked about in another video, as a family of 6, finding a place that's big enough for us and affordable was a little bit tricky. And we also wanted to be close to the city. And we're so thankful that we did find this apartment. We're not too far from the city. It does have room enough for all of us. And it's been really, really great to settle into this place and to have it for a few years so we don't have to pick up and move. And that's really been a blessing to us. And what's really great now after a year of being here is that we're actually settling into a new routine. Not every day feels brand new and totally different. We're actually just feeling like we're living life again. And I think to have spent the time adjusting to the culture, adjusting to the new routines, and now for life to feel normal has been a real cool transition over this last year.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like, we have had these really major changes, you know, moving the country that we know well and then coming to a new country with a different culture, a different language, different ways of doing things in terms of getting health appointments and school and, you know, all those kinds of things. But it's sort of at the end of the day, we're all here in our home and, you know, we are the same people. We're just living in a different space. So yes, there have been a lot of these changes, but at the same time, through it all, we are still the same people. We are still the same family. So that's been really nice to have that constant, I guess, in the midst of all these changes, that we're still all here together for each other, making silly noises and just enjoying our time together in a new space.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so now everybody's going to share what some of their favorite things are about living here in Germany. Paxley, what's been your favorite thing about being here in Germany?
The playground.
The playgrounds? What do you like about the playgrounds?
The swings.
The swings? And do you think the playgrounds here are different from the ones in America?
Not so much.
Not so much, but you like the playgrounds here? Yeah. I think the playgrounds here are quite different. Paxley might not remember them all, but yeah, some of the things we've noticed about playgrounds is that they do put a lot more trust in the ability of the kids, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The kids have to learn their balance, and Corvan times himself running across the obstacles and things like that. So the playgrounds here are awesome. We do love them, and they're different than American playgrounds. Definitely focused more on the ability, challenging than safety. All right, Corvan, what's been your favorite thing about living here in Germany?
I like the zoo.
Yeah? The zoo is pretty awesome. What do you like about the zoo?
So I like the aquarium and also the dragon playground.
Yeah.
And all the animals.
Yeah.
Like the fishing cat and the piranhas.
The fishing cat and the piranhas.
And also maybe the tiger.
The tigers.
Lions.
And lions.
And birds. I like the parrots.
Nice, yeah. They are a lot of cool animals, and we've had a couple of videos about the zoo. If you haven't watched them yet, go find them. But the zoo here is absolutely amazing and definitely worth checking out when you're here in Leipzig. So I'm glad you really like it. I'm glad we got the season passes to go, and I do highly recommend if you are in the area, living in the area, get those season passes to the zoo. It's totally worth it. All right, Kira, what's your favorite thing about living here in Germany?
I like how easy it is to get around places quickly with like trams and stuff. And if you can take like trains to other cities. And you can get it all with the €9 ticket, which like you pay €9 and you get a ticket that lets you go on all the stuff. So, and also things are also in walking distance.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to be able to walk around places.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. With that €9 pass that Germany is doing for the summer, it's been great for getting out of the city, but also getting around the city cheaper than we would have without that €9 pass. And yeah, Leipzig is a great city for that public transportation, Kira, you're right. Getting around here, either walking or taking the trams, yeah, you don't need a car unless you're doing something really specific or going to a really remote place. And that's been such a blessing to be able to get around and for the kids to be able to get around themselves too.
I think kind of connected to that, it is nice. It's a little less pressure off of the parents because you guys are old enough. You can go, plan activities and do things, and you can do it on your own. I'm not obligated to chauffeur you around from activity to activity, which is kind of the expectation in the U.S. a lot, I think. So it kind of takes some pressure off of parents to let you guys be able to take care of those things.
It's true. All right, Anneliese, what's your favorite thing about living here in Germany?
My favorite thing, kind of tying into what Kira was saying, is independence. And public transportation and also being able to walk places really helps give me that independence. I don't have to rely on my parents to drive me everywhere. I can just be able to plan out my own day. If I need to go to the craft store or something, just say, hey, I'm going to go to the craft store and go. And it's really easy to get around, as Kira was talking about. And so the independence is definitely something that I really, really appreciate here.
Awesome. All right, Genevieve, what is your favorite thing about living here in Germany?
I really like that it's easier to do things together as a family here than it was in the US. I think, at least in the area we were at and kind of where we were living, there were often kids' activities that were for the kids, but weren't so much, entertaining for the grown-ups. But then we had, separate grown-up activities where kids weren't really welcome a lot of times. So we often ended up kind of doing separate things, or we doing the kids stuff one day and then, the adult stuff another time. And I feel like here there's a lot more kind of family-friendly activities. Yeah, we can all go and enjoy the things that are available. Even if we go to a beer garden, there's often a playground next door, so we can go and sit and enjoy our food. We can enjoy grown-up conversation while the kids are playing at the playground nearby. I think there's just things like that where it's just easier to spend time together as a family that everyone enjoys rather than doing the kids' activities separate from the grown-up activities. I think there are more family-friendly activities here that are made and designed for both grown-ups and kids to enjoy the time together than we were used to having in our experiences in the US.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. It's been great to be able to spend more time together, doing things together, as opposed to separate individual things, and kind of spending all that time driving all over the place like we talked about before with transportation. So definitely been a blessing to spend time with you guys here in Germany. And so for me, I think my favorite thing about living here in Germany is really living in this constant state of learning a new language, learning a new culture, learning new ways to view the world, getting out of that American bubble and seeing things from one direction, but being able to learn to see from different perspectives, and not just different perspectives from your same neighborhood, but different perspectives from literally around the world. And it's been amazing. It's been challenging at times, of course, to live in that constant state of learning because it can be exhausting at times. And so I'm glad we have each other to be able to kind of decompress with and sit back and relax and rest our brains a bit. But I do love that constant state of learning, learning history from the places where things happened, but learning history from different perspectives as well, and the different ways it might be taught and different things that are focused on. So I think there's a lot that you can learn by moving to another country.
I think you're right. There is a lot to learn by moving to another country, but it's not just that you're learning about the other country that you're going to, but you really get kind of a new perspective and a new reference point from looking at like your own culture and your own history and kind of the things you're used to. There's things you kind of get used to in your home culture that you just assume because you see them everywhere that it's like that all over the place. Yeah. And it's not until you kind of change the environment and the atmosphere you're in, and you realize like, oh, there are different ways of doing these things, that you actually realize how much your own culture kind of influences your own ways of acting and speaking and things like that. So it's, I think, as much as you're learning about another culture, another place, another history, you're also then reflecting on your own experiences and culture and how that has shaped you.
Absolutely. It's been quite the learning adventure, and we're so excited to continue that learning going forward.
Are you glad that we moved here to Germany?
Absolutely. Yes, 100% sure.
Yeah.
Depends.
Depends.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's a fair answer. I'm definitely glad that we made this move together. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey through this vlog. It's been amazing to connect with so many people through the comment section here on YouTube and across social media. Thank you so much for the tips, the questions, and the comments. They really do make a difference. And it's been really exciting and a wonderful experience to build a community with you. So thank you for being a part of this journey. So from us to you, thank you. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions for us about 1 year living here in Germany, or if there's anything else you want us to cover in a future video. We'd appreciate it if you hit that like button if you like this video. It really makes a difference for us as we grow our channel and try to gain exposure across YouTube. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything from our future adventures here in Germany. And to learn a little bit more about why we came to Germany, check out this video up here about 5 reasons we moved to Germany, or this video down here about 5 reasons we moved to Leipzig. And until next time, cheers! Onward MJ!
Yay!
These are a few of our favorite things.